Alright, let's try this again. I don't know how to pause my video. Apparently you can't on this wonderful webcam that HP put in this cheap computer I bought. But let's give it a try again. Housekeeping. I've got my Paranelli pipe I bought from Beehive Cigars. It's a cheap pipe, but it's my go-to pipe. I smoke this on a daily basis. Inside it I've got some redwood, gifted to me by the stay-at-home piper, Alec, which him and Kaylee, the Queen of Cobs, met up almost a month ago. They came down here to my little smoking shack in Mapleton, Utah, at the 1st of December. We had a great time. We smoked, we drank. We were probably out here in this little 10 by 14 shed I've got for 6 to 8 hours, and it was awesome. They're awesome people. But I figured I'd do a little video on my cellared tobacco. Kaylee didn't think that anybody should have this much cellared tobacco. She thinks that it should be opened and tried right away. But I, on the other hand, most of it I've tried, some of it I haven't tried. I just got off of Pipes and Cigars. Some of it I've got from Beehive Cigars here in Salt Lake City, but I live about 60 miles south of Salt Lake, but I work right downtown Salt Lake, so it's not like I don't get up there very often, only 5 to 6 days a week. Drinking some awesome Coors Light that's brewed in Colorado, but it's a cheap beer I can get here in Utah at 3.2% alcohol, which isn't nothing compared to what most of you guys get, but that's state law. We'll start out with this tin of Mac Baren Burley. I got this off of eBay probably a year and a half ago, and there's a sticker on the back of it. You guys won't be able to see it with this shitty lighting, but it says it's distributed in the USA by Fireside Industries Inc. of New Jersey. I can't find anything about Fireside Industries, but the ad on when I bought it said Fireside Industries went out of business in 1983. So they claim this tin is 83 or earlier. Still sealed. I've had it for a year and a half now, and I'm afraid to open it. It's not bulging or anything, but as long as it's still sealed, I'm under the impression that it's still good. Got 2 tins of Frogmorton here. I got Frogmorton on the town. I've already smoked 1 tin of that. Awesome. And I've got Frogmorton across the pond. I have not tried that yet. I've smoked 2 tins of Frogmorton Cellar and 1 tin of Frogmorton on a log. Those 2 are awesome too, so I'm expecting this one to be just as awesome. I got 1 bag of Stonehaven left. I was able to find it on Pipes and Cigars back in, I think it was March. Found that and some Penzance. I got one tin of one bag of Penzance and 2 bags of Stonehaven. And I wasn't a big fan of the Penzance. I wish I would have got 3 bags of Stonehaven. I had had the Stonehaven. YTPC had gifted me some flakes about this, well, it was probably September of 14. He had gifted me some tobaccos and a shirt and a couple pipes, this being one of them, one of my go-to pipes. I smoke it nightly usually. It's a Nording, I don't even see, it says, I think it says Queen. I can't remember and I can't see that well, but he gifted me that and a Briar cigar. My daughter was in the hospital for cancer, and he contacted my wife on Instagram and said that well, before then we had spoke a little bit back and forth because we knew we were kind of in the same area, you know, in Utah. He lives about 40 minutes north of me, but we had conversed a little bit on Instagram and whatnot, and then when we were staying up at the hospital, Mike contacted my wife and said he'd love to bring me some gifts or a package, or I can't remember how he put it, but so he showed up. We met him for the first time. Awesome guy, really genuine guy. He did not know me from Jack, and he showed up there and gave me this pipe, a couple flakes of Penzance or Stonehaven, a Briar cigar, a t-shirt, some I can't remember what else he gave me, a couple other blends, and some flakes of Stonehaven. I already said that. But awesome guy. He come up, just met with me, talked to me a little bit, and left. And then since then I've bought a pipe from him. I went down to his house and bought a pipe and bullshitted with him. Genuine guy, nicest guy you'll ever meet. Like I said, he did not know me from Jack. He just knew I was kind of in a tough situation and helped the brother out. And this YTPC community is awesome. And just genuinely, I've talked to people back and forth on Instagram, and just a really good people. They're willing to share, and you know, it's awesome. People are just genuine here. It's not fake. It's not bullshit. It's just a great community to be involved in. I come across this University flake, which I've been smoking, not right at the moment, but Peterson's University flake. Only Peterson blend I've tried. I've heard they smoke hot, but this one I'm almost on the verge of saying I like more than Stonehaven. It's not exactly like Stonehaven. It is a flake, but I don't think this gives me as much bite as Stonehaven does. And I may be a pussy. My tongue gets raw on a nightly basis, and then I spend the next day calming it down, not eating spicy foods, not smoking. Sometimes I've got to go 2 days without smoking because I'll smoke something so hot. But this University flake does not smoke hot as much as I smoke. Let's see, I've got a couple tins I purchased off of Pipes and Cigars. I haven't tried. Distinguished Gentleman, I haven't tried that yet. I did try this Sutliff private stock. Really good. It's got a little spice to it, but it's not too bad. Got some other tins here. Got the Riverboat Gambler, haven't tried that yet. I've got this Orient 996 that I got in the same eBay purchase as that Mac Baron Burley, and they claim this is from 2008. No idea to tell. Well, I guess there is, because there is a 2008 stamp right on the bottom, so that might be a dead giveaway. But I haven't opened it yet. Got some GLP's Quiet Nights, haven't tried that, heard a lot about it. GLP's Gaslight, I haven't tried that, I've heard a lot about it. So maybe one of these nights we'll try them, but I'm thinking for the better part these sealed tins are probably going to go down in my storage room down in the basement and going to sit for a couple years. Because I could still buy this or find it and whatnot, so we'll just let it sit. What I do have is 5 tins of Special Latakia Flake Germains. Awesome blend. I had 7, but I smoked 2 of them. Now I've got to get these out of hand's reach so that I can keep these, because this is an awesome blend. I like it. There's not a lot of bite to it. It's not really all that strong, but it does. It's a Latakia, that's for sure. Then I found Germain's Medium Flake. This is just shitty lighting. Sorry. I got 3 tins of this. I've opened one. I've about smoked it all. These other 2 are going in the cellar with the Special Latakia Flake. I'll finish this one off, but this one's not bad. Not a lot of bite as long as you don't pack it too hard. If you pack it too hard, boy, your tongue's in for a treat, that's for sure. I've got 4 tins of Germain's Brown Flake. If you have never had this, this is my most favorite blend, and it is hard to come by. I had 6 tins, I've got 4. I smoked 2 of them. These 2 are going into the storage room for a couple years to cellar, that's for sure. Unless I can find some more, which I think it's going to be far and in between. So we'll leave those to cellar. I got some Commonwealth I got for pipe and cigars. I don't know why I bought that. I didn't read any reviews on it. I think I just liked the name of it. So I bought that back in 11 of 2014, so a little over a year ago. I'm going to put that in the cellar too. Like I said, I think I just like the name of it. I've got some Drew Estate. I bought the sample tins from Pipes and Cigars. I got 5 of them, but only have 3 left. Gatsby Luxury Flake, I haven't tried. Toasted Black Cavendish, I haven't tried. And Grand Central, I haven't tried. We'll put those in the cellar. The ones I did smoke was Meat Pie. Awesome blend. I really liked it. And if you're an aromatic fan and don't like a lot of tongue bite, Grand Central Stroll. I smoked that one. That one was an awesome blend. But it was, I think it's got a little cherry in it, and it wasn't bad. There wasn't any tongue bite to it. So found these 2 at my local B&M. I got Eric Peters 1855, haven't tried that yet. Lane Limited Anniversary, haven't tried that yet. They were just in there, and I don't know, I guess the tin looked good to me, so I purchased them. Pipes and Cigars After Dinner. I never even read a review. I just thought, you know what, I come out in my shed after dinner and smoke, and maybe that's a good one to smoke after dinner. But I bought that back in 2014. I haven't cracked it yet either. So now we got some Orlick. We got a tin of Racing Green, Mellow Mixture, 2 tins of Kentucky Strong, or Dark Strong Kentucky. I haven't tried any of these yet, but we're going to leave it. I hear this Dark Strong Kentucky is really good, but I bought these back in February this year, so just going to leave these in the cellar. I'll buy some more tins here in the next month or 2 of the newer stuff, and we'll smoke some of that. I got some Viking Eric the Red. Don't know much about this, it just sounded good. My last name's from Scandinavia. The guys at work call me the Viking, so why the hell not try it? But I haven't cracked that tin yet. I'm assuming it's some kind of cherry. And I got Cherry Bomb. I've had the little cigarros, but I haven't tried the pipe tobacco yet. But we'll just leave that in the cellar as well. I got some springtime flake that I never cracked last spring. I did smoke the winter flake and the autumn flake, which were both good. I'll throw this one in, maybe get another one for this spring, and just leave this in the cellar since it's not cracked yet. Got a can of Christmas cheer from 2014. I bought it in 2015, so who knows how long it sat on the shelf. But I'm assuming it's probably, when they got the 2014 or 2015 or 16 blends this year, it was about August, so I'm going to say this is probably a year and a half old now. Got a tin of Devil's Holiday. I bought a pound of that when I very first started smoking pipe because I liked it, so I'm going to keep this. I've still got a good portion of the pound left, but my palate's changed, so I haven't really smoked a whole lot of Devil's Holiday lately. It's more of a, I guess, English blend that I've been smoking. Blood Red Boone Colt, gifted to me by Alex, stay-at-home piper. Good blend, no tongue bite, cherry. It's wonderful. Good aromatic or vapor. I couldn't tell you what the difference between vapor and aromatic is. I do not know. I've got 2 tins of Pelican. I've already smoked 1 tin of Pelican that I bought off of eBay, and it's a good tobacco. So I'm gonna hang on to those, and we'll see how long. I'm hoping to give another 6 months. I think I've had these since March of this year, so if I can give it another 2-3 months, that'll make a year's cellar on them. And let's see, I've got Acadian Perique Mac Baron. I don't know a lot about this. I won this off of, I think it was Tobacco Pipes. I don't know how I won it, but they just sent it to me. I haven't opened it. I got this back in April. But I did see Dagner smoking that one time, so we'll give that a try shortly. I don't think I'll leave that in my cellar too long. I think we'll smoke it. I've got quite a few jars over here in the corner that I bought from my B&M that I've got off of pipes and cigars that I've opened and just put in the tin. I got a 8-ounce tin of Briar Fox Cornell and Dill. That's a good blend. It reminds me a lot of Carter Hall. Let's see, Nightcap. I really like Nightcap. And Aperitif, Dunhill's Aperitif. That's an awesome blend. And Aaron Moore Flake. That's a really good blend too. But let's go on to some of my pipes that I smoke regularly. I smoke my Paranetti, of course, once a day at least. Moonshine pipe. I got this for one hell of a deal. A little over a year ago, I woke up about 3 in the morning and Moonshine Pipes had posted something on, I think, Instagram. Said for the next 5 people, you'll get a Moonshine Pipe for $65. So I jumped right on it, and I was lucky enough to be one of them. And that I smoke a couple, 3 times a week. I won this pipe from Briarworks, and I think it's a Neptune. That is an awesome pipe too. Cool smoke. I've tried about everything in it. I'm not one to limit my pipes. If they're in front of me, I will put any blend I want to smoke in them. And I really don't have a problem with ghosting. But then I've got 3 Rick Black pipes that I smoke on a regular basis. Actually 4. Rick Black Skull Crusher, Rick Black, and Rick Black Nose Warmer. They all smoke awesome. But just a short video, or I guess 20-minute video, but it's been a while, so YouTube, I will try to keep it up a little sooner than later. Jerome 6 out.